Alrighty. Now, what we're going to do here is when it travels horizontally, what does that generally mean? Horizontally means you match the angle of the plane. And what's the angle of the plane in this question? What's the angle of the plane? Let's 45, isn't it? So what I'm saying is it's an alternate angle. So when you travel, it means 45 and 45. Essentially, you're making tan beta equal to 45. So tan beta is now 45. So what is tan 45? 1. Tan 45 is 1. And if it's 1, then we just cross multiply the 3 minus tan A. So it's going to be 1 equals tan A minus 1 all over 3 minus tan A. Cross multiply 3 minus tan alpha, tan alpha minus 1. 2 tan alpha equals 4. Tan alpha equals 4 over 2, which is 2. Right, done. That was quick, right? Let's go again. Particle lands perpendicularly. What does that mean about tan beta? Tan 90, is it? Tan 90. Ah, maths error. Tan 90. Don't worry, I think we have it anyway. I'll get you to check the back of the book in a second. Tan 90 means maths error. Okay? For those of you that understand trig, is that if I start off with my unit circle, remember we did the unit circle earlier in the year? Only for a brief minute, right? And remember we talked to you about the 4 quadrants? Anto-Stoldicar ASTC, right? If I make a standard triangle, like a standard triangle here, okay? And I, for argument's sake, say a different color. I, for argument's sake, this is a, what I mean by unit circle is a radius of 1, is that okay? Now, if I say tan 45, actually not a unit circle, just we'll do that another day. If I say tan 45, you can clearly see there's an adjacent and a opposite. Does that make sense? They could both be one apiece. If I said tan 60, right, the circle would be bigger in this case, but if I said tan 60 for a larger circle, you know that the adjacent is root 3 and the opposite, the opposite is root 3 and the adjacent is 1. But what happens when you get to 90 degrees? What happens? What happens when I drag this line all the way up here? Which one turns into 0? The adjacent or the opposite? The adjacent ceases to exist. That's because you're dividing by 0. Because you're dividing by 0, tan is not. So tan 90 doesn't exist because you're dividing by some opposite side divided by 0. So essentially, what's causing it to be equal to 0 is the denominator. The denominator equal to 0 is causing tan 90 to be undefined. So all I have to say is denominator equals 0. Check the back of the book if you want. Tan alpha equals 3. Everybody cool with that? So that's for landing perpendicular. The tan of the angle is undefined. Divided by 0. Cool? Good. Now, the particle meets the plane at the angle at tan inverse 1 over 3. So, tan inverse 1 over 3. So, if beta equals tan inverse 1 over 3, this means tan beta equals 1 over 3. And this would mean that this up here is 1 over 3. Cross multiply. 3 minus tan alpha equals 3 tan A minus 3. Cool. What we do next? We're doing transfer there. So 4 tan alpha over 3 equals 6. Tan alpha equals 6 over 4, which is 3 over 2. So everybody happy with tan alpha being equal to 3 over 2? And we're done. That was a much quicker parts 1, 2, and 3.